Hello everybody, Richard here with CRG Games, and today I just want to open up a box of AFR. Prices on this have stayed very stable over the past, I don't know, year since it's been released, or almost a year now. And recently, with the spoilers from the new Commander set, a lot of cards in here have been, steadily ticking up in value. And, of course, the big one is Old GNAWBONE, so I'd love to get one of those. These boxes, the draft ones, you can still find them for, sub $100. If you can get them pretty cheap, especially on Amazon, because they tend to have some pretty deep discounts on these every once in a while, I think it's worth picking them up. It shouldn't be too much longer before you can't really get these anymore. And the prices, at that point, especially for sealed product, are going to start rising. Now, I believe I picked this box up for somewhere around $80. Just real quick, unexpected windfall. This is one of the commons that is rising in value, so definitely keep an eye on that one. But I picked this box up for around $80. That was during one of the Amazon sales, and I think that's a great entry point. The expected value, however, is pretty varied. So Dawn Glare shows this being somewhere in the $68 to $70 range, which I feel like maybe is a little bit on the low side. If you look on MTG Stock Market, they're showing the expected value, not including commons, being somewhere in the $80 range, and the market value being up in the $100 range. So there's a pretty wide range of expected values, and I don't know exactly how each calculates their values, but I think it's safe to say the expected value is probably somewhere in the $70 to $90 range on average, including commons. We got a nice little critical hit there. The main cards, of course, we're looking out for are going to be Old GNAWBONE, Lolth, the Spider Queen, and there's a Deadly Dispute. So Deadly Dispute has had a confirmed reprint. I would not expect that card to stay in the $3 range, to be honest. Oh, that is a rare. I would expect that to probably drop down, maybe $1 at best. The thing is, it was reprinted, and I think it was the exact same art as well in the common slot. So you can expect there to be a pretty wide number of these entering the market if this is a heavily open set. And as we know, set boosters at least have 18 packs now, but they have 15 cards. So you're actually getting 270 cards per set booster box instead of the traditional, I believe it's 300 is what you get. Or was it 280? Somewhere in there, 280 to 300. So you're getting less cards, but you're supposed to be able to get more rares. And I think that would mean that if you're getting more rares, you're probably getting less commons and uncommons, because they take up more of the slots. So it could go either way. The main way that they're probably going to enter the market is, I would think, draft booster boxes. I don't know if people are actually going to be cracking those for value. I'm opening this box today for inventory. I don't have any AFR stuff listed at the moment, but I've got probably, I would say probably 1,500 cards. Not a whole lot. Portable Hole is one of the cards that's spiking. Nice wish. Yeah, I don't have a whole ton. Each one of these draft booster boxes is supposed to be about 540 cards. So they are a great way to quickly build bulk inventory if that's what you're looking to do. And you can generally do it quite inexpensively as well. We're going to book there and an Eye of Vecna. It's a pretty good pack. the depending on how things play out in the new set, I'm probably gonna wait to list a lot of stuff. Hey, there we go. We got a Loaf. That's about a $12 mythic right now, so that's a good hit. Depending on how things play out in Baldur's Gate, I think I'm going to wait to list the inventory from this set, just in case there are some potential spikes. And as I mentioned before, I've missed out on a pretty fair amount of sales revenue by just listing the cards when I get them. So I'm trying to avoid that this time and be a little bit smarter about the timing and when I list cards. So it'll probably be 2 weeks. It seems to be like 2 weeks is about the right time to wait after a new set comes out to list inventory that may synergize with the new set. I could be wrong. In the grand scheme of things, me selling cards is relatively new compared to me playing. And I never really bought stuff online, until the last year or two of me playing, other than just buying things on eBay. And I wasn't buying things to, complete decks and whatnot. I was just buying cool cards that I thought were cool, or collections and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think probably 2 weeks. I'll wait to see what happens. Some of the stuff, like the Deadly Disputes, maybe the Portable Hole, I think I'm going to go ahead and list those now, though, so I don't, potentially miss out on some revenue on the way down. I don't see any harm in that. And hopefully I get a couple more. They're still running about $3, $3.20 or so, which isn't too bad. I've got a nice Temple of the Dragon Queen there. So we'll put those aside still. I do know that when I've opened the set boxes of this product, I don't seem to get as many. Prosperous Innkeeper is a uncommon that is rising in value, so I would keep an eye on him. I believe that's around a $2 uncommon. But most of the cards in this set are under $5. There are a fair amount, though, that are over $1, so that's not too bad. That gives some probability of, getting my money back. But again, I'm just looking at this for the long term. And there's 2 ways you can go about, long-term investing in product. One, buy sealed product and just hold it. Or 2, buy sealed product as cheap as you can. It's easier when a set is new. A nice adult gold dragon there. It's easier when a set is new and you can pick the boxes up. If you can get them close to distributor prices, probably in the between $80 and $90 range is probably where they'll be with the new price increases. But if you can get them in that range to crack, and you have a good market in which you can outlet those cards, you can make money that way as well. I don't know which one is better, though, yet. Mainly because a lot of times if you're holding on to sealed product, it could take, in some cases, years to recoup your investment. But in the singles market, as long as you're able to price your cards effectively, stay on top of trends, and pay the least amount in fees, you can make money that way as well. And I think when markets are weak like this, people tend to move away from the sealed market and they move towards the singles market because it's cheaper to do. Got a nice Den of the Bugbear. I do not believe I have one of those yet. So what that also means is during times like this, when people are buying singles, you need to be buying sealed product and keeping it to the side. You don't have to buy a whole lot. Buy a box or two here. And we got an old GNAWBONE, so I am excited about that. He's running about $43. That's effectively half the box. That's a great, great dragon. And because there are some new dragons in the Baldur's Gate set, which are really freaking cool, by the way. If you haven't seen them, I'm excited to I'm excited to open up the new product and hopefully get some spicy dragons. But yeah, I think, and I'm speculating here a little bit. I think that may drive the price of previous dragons, especially the dragons from this set as well, if they synergize. I know there's some special color combos, I think, from the new dragons, um, but you never know. You never know. If you're running them in the 99 and you got a you know, a 5-color commander or whatever you're running, you may still be able to run some of the dragons from this set, and that should increase the value. And of course, tokens in the form of treasure are going to be a staple going, you know, from here on out. Those are not going away. Got a Boo token. This is heavily off-center, but that is one of our most expensive tokens. I believe that's in the $3 to $4 range. And that may continue to rise, depending on if the new Minsk and Boo, if the new Minsk Planeswalker, you know, sees a lot of play, I suppose. Another Deadly Dispute. And we've got a whole bunch of these unexpected windfalls. So I'm happy about that. Got a 1T Malison. One thing I've noticed here recently as well, don't discount basic lands. Just your regular old vanilla basic lands. In my last reimbursement invoice, I had close to 1,000 cards, which for me is a lot. Generally, I'm doing, you know, say 500 to 600 cards, and this one I had about 1,000. The basic lands were actually a pretty decent portion of that, and of course I list them all. They're not super expensive, but compared to a lot of the commons and uncommons you can get, the basic lands are right up there. You might get, you know, 20, 30 cents for a basic land if they're running about 60. If they're running about 60 cents, you get half of that. You get 30 cents a basic land. You said sell 10 of those, that's $3. That's a great return on a card that, you know, usually people just throw in a box and they put them to the side. So, yes, it takes time. Yes, you got to sort them. But in the bulk game, that's just part of it. You got to do those kind of things. We got 2 packs left here. Nice Goblin token. And tokens as well have been selling like crazy, especially things that create a lot of one token, like a pest token or a plant token. Those kind of tokens have been selling like crazy right now, so keep an eye on those. I don't expect these dungeons will probably rise in value because they're literally everywhere, and you get them in all kinds of products, so I wouldn't count on those too much. But for the rest of the stuff, hope we get something good in here. We got a rogue class. Very good. So there is, you know, there's a quick little box of AFR. We got some decent rares in here. I think I counted like 3 Vorpal swords. I could be wrong. Couple adult gold dragons in there. We did get a Lolth. That's $12. Book of Exalted Deeds is about $5. Orb of Dragonkind, I believe those are, you know, $1 or $2. Treasure chest is about $7.50. Another Vorpal sword, white, deck of many things. I don't think that's worth a whole lot. And Inferno of the Star Mounts, he's about $5. So we did really well, actually, and got an old GNAWBONE out of it too. So I'm excited about that. This has been pretty good. Deadly Disputes. We've got, it looks like 5 of them. So that could be anywhere from $10 to $15 if I blow those out, which I probably am. Prosperous Innkeeper, I don't know why, but I only saw one of these. Maybe I missed one or two. and a portable hole. I only saw 1 or 2 of those. That has been a quick little box of AFR. I've got some more I'm going to open up here, probably Midnight Hunt or Crimson Vow. Yes, they're weak sets, but there are cards in there that are worth a lot of money, and we'll talk about those later. So, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I will see you guys later.